On January 17, 2025, the Supreme Court issued a landmark ruling that could reshape the digital landscape in America. In a unanimous decision, the court upheld a law requiring the sale or ban of TikTok within the United States. This decision sends shockwaves through the tech world and leaves millions of American users in limbo. TikTok, the wildly popular short-form video app, now faces an uncertain future in one of its largest markets. The court's decision hinges on national security concerns, particularly regarding data privacy and the app's ties to its Chinese parent company, ByteDance. With over 170 million users in the United States alone, TikTok has become a cultural phenomenon, a platform for entertainment, and a powerful tool for communication. However, the app's meteoric rise has been shadowed by concerns over its data collection practices, and the potential for the Chinese government to access user information. The ruling has sparked intense debate, with proponents arguing that it's a necessary step to protect national security and critics decrying it as an overreach of government power. The immediate impact of the decision is significant, with a deadline looming. TikTok must be sold to an American company or face a nationwide ban by January 19, 2025. This tight deadline puts immense pressure on ByteDance to find a suitable buyer and navigate the complex geopolitical landscape surrounding the app's future. The clock is ticking, and the stakes are high. The Supreme Court's decision has set the stage for a dramatic showdown between tech giants, national security interests, and the freedom of expression in the digital age. The legal battle over TikTok has been closely watched, with its implications extending far beyond the app itself. It raises fundamental questions about the balance between national security and freedom of speech in the digital age. The law at the heart of this case, signed by President Biden in April 2024, reflects the growing concerns in Washington about the influence of Chinese tech companies and the potential for data security breaches. The Biden administration, while acknowledging the importance of free speech, has maintained that the law is necessary to protect national security interests. They argue that TikTok's data collection practices pose a potential risk, as the Chinese government could compel ByteDance to hand over user data. Furthermore, there are concerns about the potential for the app to be used for propaganda or censorship purposes. TikTok, for its part, has repeatedly denied these allegations, asserting that it operates independently of the Chinese government and that American user data is stored securely in the United States. The company argues that the ban sets a dangerous precedent, potentially stifling innovation and limiting the free exchange of ideas online. They further contend that the law violates their First Amendment rights, as it specifically targets their platform based on its content and country of origin. The Supreme Court's decision, however, sidestepped the First Amendment arguments, focusing primarily on the potential national security risks. The justices ruled that the government has a compelling interest in protecting sensitive data, and that the law's restrictions on TikTok are narrowly tailored to address those concerns. This ruling sets a significant precedent for future cases involving the regulation of tech companies and the balancing act between national security and individual liberties in the digital sphere. The Supreme Court's decision comes at a time of significant political transition, with the outgoing Biden administration leaving the enforcement of the TikTok ban to the incoming Trump administration. This handover adds another layer of complexity to an already fraught situation. The Biden administration, while upholding the law, has signaled that it will not intervene or enforce penalties against app stores that continue to host TikTok until the January 19th deadline. This decision effectively passes the baton to the incoming Trump administration, which will ultimately decide whether to enforce the ban or seek alternative solutions. President-elect Trump has previously expressed a desire to save TikTok, potentially through a negotiated settlement with ByteDance or an executive order delaying the ban's implementation. However, his exact plans remain unclear, leaving both TikTok and its millions of users in a state of uncertainty. The differing stances of the two administrations highlight the political tightrope walk involved in balancing national security concerns with economic interests and free speech considerations. The Biden administration, while acknowledging the potential risks posed by TikTok, seems willing to allow the incoming administration to determine the final course of action. This approach suggests a desire to avoid further inflaming tensions with China while recognizing the political sensitivity surrounding the app's fate. President-elect Trump's more interventionist approach, on the other hand, reflects his penchant for deal-making and his desire to be seen as a protector of American businesses and jobs. His potential involvement injects a significant degree of unpredictability into the situation, as his past actions have demonstrated a willingness to challenge established norms and pursue unorthodox solutions. The coming days will be crucial in determining how the Trump administration intends to navigate this complex issue and what impact their decisions will have on the future of TikTok in the United States. As the clock ticks down to the January 19th deadline, the race is on to find a buyer for TikTok's US operations. ByteDance, eager to salvage its investment and keep the app alive in the American market, is seeking a reported $40 to $50 billion for its US business. This hefty price tag reflects the app's massive popularity and its potential for continued growth. However, the political complexities surrounding the sale and the tight deadline create significant challenges for potential buyers. Several high-profile suitors have emerged as potential buyers, each with their own motivations and baggage. Elon Musk, the ever-ambitious CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, has reportedly been approached by Chinese officials about a possible acquisition. Frank McCourt, the former owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers, has submitted a $20 billion bid, though his offer excludes TikTok's valuable algorithm. Other potential buyers rumored to be in the mix include tech giants like Amazon, Oracle, Walmart, Microsoft, and the conservative-leaning video platform Rumble. Any sale will require approval from both the US government, which is scrutinizing the deal for national security implications, and the Chinese government, which is wary of losing control of a prized tech asset. This delicate balancing act will require ByteDance to navigate a geopolitical minefield, placating both governments while securing the best possible deal for its shareholders. The outcome of these negotiations will have far-reaching consequences, not only for TikTok and its users, but also for the future of tech investment and the relationship between the United States and China.